Okay, hi Tiffany. This is Scott. Welcome to week 5 feedback for you. And even though it says week 2 down here in the corner uh, on your piece, this is for week 5. And there we go again. Now, I'm just going to run through these for the most part. They're stills, and I've already done the feedback. So, but I wanted to make sure there was something that was up on the submission page because it keeps flagging me that there's a feedback requested. So I'm just going to put something in there. So that's why I'm creating this video. Um, so this won't last very long because it's basically a rehash of what I said to you before with all these. So the problem is that what you've got here is your drawing is not really going according to what you have set up here and here, which is, that's basically your grid. As you can see that, you've got a VP here and here. And then even if I draw a straight horizon between the two of them, they're not lined up either. I mean, I could draw a straight horizon between the two of them like that, but it would be in essence a tilted horizon, which would affect everything. I mean, in other words, your verticals, well, your verticals that aren't going to the third vanishing point anyway, they would have to be perpendicular. That would have to be a 90-degree angle. So let's go back here a bit. The grid based on those two VPs would, very obviously have to, they, you'd end up with something like this. And I mean, I could take that to the third VP, although in a case like that, it would probably be to a VP which was down below. Okay, there was a third VP, but it'd be something like this, right? So you can see that yours really aren't working. And so, there's the extra homework that we were talking about, which kind of covers that. All right. But let's see, can you see that the lines from this VP are not going to anything in picture? Okay, we just talked that, right? Because you can see what I'm doing here with the lines that I've put on here. I've taken lines to a VP towards a point where they converge, which is here, which is your VP, which is obviously, as soon as I get a VP, that's where the horizon has to be. So that's where it is. Okay. And that's just what I just was talking about. The same thing. Here's the way the grid's working for this picture. You got one VP, and your horizon is below. It's a one. Therefore, it's a 1-point setup with your other VP way above, and that is what Pat called the third VP. Okay, here it's way above, and so you've essentially got. There are two VPs, but one is way above, and one is like right here in your picture. So these guys really aren't getting you anything. Now these elevated trams, yeah, these lines are going to a slope. Just so you know, like I'm looking at this and seeing this feature, which is working like this, and I can see you've drawn it as though there's an underside. It looks like it's one of these things where, there's something like this in the train track, and then, a train is like going to be running something like this, and these are kind of protection, bulwarks. And yeah, but you've got them angled as though they're going up and downhill. Okay, just so you know. And what did I do here? Next. Yeah, you see how they're at a slope. They're on an inclined plane, nothing wrong with that. But the bottom here, this thing here, anything on there would vanish towards, our VP that we have here. I mean, they're a great feature. Yeah, it'd be great to develop them. Like, for example, if you got in there and drew the rest of the tram, I mean, you would have a box that was like that. It's on an incline. Okay, and then of course the side of it, I should say the ends of it, would do something like that. And then it would it actually vanish? I don't think so. It wouldn't really. These would maintain parallel lines, the tops and the bottoms and all the windows on that are facing us. And they would, you know, next one would be here. That would be going down to there. The next one would be, well, you couldn't really, you wouldn't see it. And then if you had another one there, this one would go down to there, right? I suppose it would be about that thick. So there you are. What is that? Oh, it's for this building. Okay, so if this is straight across, which was pretty much in your drawing, then the side, which should be the side of the building, it has to go to the main VP. So you can't really do what you did, which was this. Okay, that's going to go down to here again. And well, you've got these two guys, these wedges. They are going up, and they are going to a VP above, which is fine. You kind of got those, I think, working, right? So the same thing would happen. So a window here would work like that. A window on the side of the building would get really foreshortened. It'd be you could hardly see it. I'm guessing that's the same line right there. So let's say the corner of the building was there, then the windows would all be kind of like this, and that's also going to your upper VP. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, it's also addressing what you had going on here. So you can't really have a line like that in a case like that. Or if you do, it means that this line has to go down here, and the upper side of the building would be there. The upper edge of the building. And you could do that, which would mean you've angled the building, which would be fine. Okay. All right. And all right. Oh, looks like I repeated something there. Okay, so that's about it. Thanks very much. And if you catch up with this, I'm going to post this one to YouTube too, and I'm hoping that you'll be able to see it and get the CC happening. And if we've got any follow-up questions, let me know.